Hello everyone, this is Priya Singh from SR Public Senior Secondary School. How are you all? I hope you all must be doing good. Welcome back to our virtual classes. Today we are going to start with chapter 5 of class 6, which is separation of substances. So let me first tell you what all we'll be studying in this chapter. First, we'll start with mixtures and pure substances. We'll do the definitions of them. Then we'll study about why is separation necessary, different methods of separation, solubility, and importance of water as a solvent. So we'll be studying this chapter in two different parts. Like I'll be giving you two different videos. So let us study half chapter in this video. So let me introduce you to the topic first. Separation of substances, which means separate करना किसी चीज में से. So taking an example, lot of us do not like eating vegetables. So what do? We separate out whatever we don't like. Like if we don't like peas in vegetable pulao, so what do? We take out peas and keep it aside. Pick it up and throw it. Again take another piece, pick it up and throw it. Many of us don't like dry fruits in kheer. So again we take them out and keep them aside. But why do we do them? Why do we do that? Because we don't want to eat peas in pulao or dry fruits in kheer. So what we are doing? We are separating the substance or separating the things which we don't like. Okay, so let us start with mixtures and pure substances. What are mixtures? Take an example of lemonade, or what do we call it, nimbu pani. It is a mixture of lemon juice, sugar and water. So that is a mixture that contains two or more substances. So what is the definition of mixture? Mixtures contain molecules of two or more substances. Example, tap water has several salts dissolved in it. Milk is a mixture of water, cream and other things. Air is also a mixture of several gases, dust and smoke particles. So these are all what? These are mixtures. Now if we talk about pure substances, they contain only one type of atoms or molecules. They can be sugar, salt crystal, like if we take sugar, so that is what it is, a pure substance, nothing else is present in that. Salt crystals, that is also pure substance. So this was all about mixtures and pure substances. Now let us study about different types of mixtures. Two types of mixtures are there: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. What do we mean by homogeneous mixture? The mixture in which the constituents are uniformly spread over the mixture and each part of the mixture has the same properties. Examples are given here: puree, coffee, milkshake, chocolate, cold tomato soup, orange juice. So they are all what? Homogeneous mixture. How do we get to know that they are homogeneous mixture? In which we cannot distinguish the components. Take an example of coffee. In coffee, we add milk, coffee powder, sugar, some cream. So, but after mixing that, after making the whole coffee, कैन वी सेपरेट आउट द मिल्क? ऐसे हमको पता चलता है क्या कि ये मिल्क इधर है, शुगर इधर है, कॉफ़ी पाउडर इधर है? नहीं पता चलता. क्यों नहीं पता चलता? बिकॉज इट गेट्स मिक्सड completely. Take an example of puree. Suppose we are making tomato puree. In tomato puree, what all do we add? Tomatoes, then salt, red chilies, और if we add ginger, garlic, कुछ भी ऐड करते हैं तो क्या होता है, कुक होने के बाद, प्योरी बनने के बाद क्या हो जाता है, सारा एक साथ मिक्स हो जाता है. उसके बाद हमको कहीं पता नहीं चलता कि सॉल्ट अलग से कहाँ पर है, चिली कहाँ पर है, जिंजर गार्लिक अलग से, कुछ भी नहीं पता चलता. सो वी कैन नॉट डिस्टिंग्विश द कॉम्पोनेंट्स. That is known as homogeneous mixture. Another type of a mixture is heterogeneous mixture. In this kind of mixture, we can distinguish all the components. Take an example of mixture namkeen. मिक्सचर नमकीन में हमको नमकीन अलग से दिख जाती है. वी गेट टू नो पीनट्स, देन वी गेट टू नो, वी कैन separate out everything whatever is present there. Then take an example of milk and cereal या cornflakes and milk if we take. तो उसमें कॉर्नफ्लेक्स अलग दिखते हैं, मिल्क अलग दिखता है. सैलड में कुकुम्बर, टमाटो, अनियन, इनको हम सैलड बना के सब मिक्स कर देते हैं. बट कैन वी सेपरेट देम आउट? हमको अलग अलग दिख जाता है, वो डिस्टिंग्विश कर सकते हैं. उसमें सब चीज़ अलग अलग दिखती है. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट heterogeneous mixture. In homogeneous mixture, everything gets mixed up properly. They have the same properties and they are यूनिफॉर्मली स्प्रेड. सारी चीज़ें एक साथ मिक्स हो जाती हैं, यूनिफॉर्म हो जाती हैं, तो हमको पता नहीं चलता है कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ है. बट इन heterogeneous mixture we can distinguish the components. So these are the two different types of mixtures. Next we will be studying about different properties of mixtures. First property, the constituents of a mixture may be in any ratio. For example, if we are taking salt water, so if we are taking salt and water, so in salt and water, if we take 1 glass of water and add 1 teaspoon of salt, that is also salt and water. If we take 2 teaspoon of salt in 1 glass of water, that is also salt and water. So what happens? The ratio can be any. The mixture remain the same. If we are making lemonade, अगर हम नींबू पानी में बना रहे हैं और उसमें 1 ग्लास में 1 लेमन जूस ऐड किया या 1 ग्लास में 2 लेमन के जूस ऐड किया, तो भी क्या होगा? इट विल रिमेन अ लेमनेड. वो बनेगा तो क्या? लेमनेड ही बनेगा. सो we can say that the constituents of a mixture can be in any ratio. Second property, they retain their individual properties. This is because the molecules of the constituents do not change. For example, the properties of iron and sulfur do not change when mixed together. So they retain their individual property, means whatever property every component has, it retain them, means जो जिसकी जो भी property है वो वही रहती है. For example, if we mix iron and sulfur, then what will happen? The iron and sulfur after mixing, that will remain iron and sulfur only. Like if we have taken an example of salt and water, so if we mix salt in water or chalk powder in water, what will happen? chalk powder ही रहेगा और water ही रहेगा अलग से. So they retain their individual properties. Third property, the constituents can be separated by simple methods. For example, if we find dry fruits in kheer, can we take them out easily with a spoon or by our hands? So the constituents can be separated easily from the mixture. So these are the 3 properties of mixtures. Next, our topic is separation of substances. Now, why that separation is necessary? First thing, as we have already seen, we take out dry fruits from the kheer or we take out peas from the vegetable pulao. Why? Because we don't like to eat them. हमको जो चीज़ नहीं चाहिए होती, हम उसको क्या करते हैं? सेपरेट कर देते हैं to remove undesirable material. So first, why is separation necessary? First is to remove undesirable constituent. जो चीज़ हमारे काम की नहीं है उसको remove करने के लिए. Examples are given here. First, small stones from rice are removed. Tea leaves are separated from tea by using a strainer. Strainer means that sieve which we use, और वो जो छलनी use करते हैं ना, that is a strainer. Then harmful substances are removed from seawater before supplying water to our homes. So whatever things which we do not need, they are separated. First, that is why separation is necessary. Second, to obtain useful constituents. For example, butter is obtained from milk or curd by churning it. मिल्क या कर्ड में से हमको क्या मिल जाता है, बटर मिल जाता है, विच इज़ अ यूजफुल सब्सटेंस. तो अगर हम बटर को सेपरेट कर देंगे मिल्क में से तो बटर भी काम में आ जाएगा और मिल्क भी काम में आ जाएगा. देन पेट्रोल, केरोसिन, डीजल एट्सेट्रा आर ऑब्टेन्ड बाय सेपरेटिंग देम फ्रॉम क्रूड ऑयल. First of all, crude is taken out from under the earth, and from that crude oil, petrol, kerosene, diesel, they all are separated. So we obtain the useful constituents. Third reason, to obtain pure constituents. Sometimes substances in their pure form are needed for use at home or for research work, etc. For this, even minute amounts of other substances present have to be separated. कोई भी चीज़ जो हमको प्योर चाहिए होती है उसके लिए भी हमको सेपरेशन करना ज़रूरी होता है. So these were the 3 reasons why separation is necessary. Next we'll study about different methods of separation, how we separate different things in different ways. Now we separate solid from solid, solids from liquid, then liquid from liquid. So there are different methods to separate these things. First we'll study about separating solids from other solids. What are the methods? Threshing and winnowing, hand picking, sieving. Then separating insoluble solids from liquid. Insoluble solid means जो liquid, जो solid liquid के साथ mix नहीं होते. For example, if we talk about sand in water, so that is what, sand is solid and water is liquid. तो sand water में dissolve या soluble नहीं होती है. So that is why we need a different method to separate it. What are the methods? Sedimentation and decantation, filtration and loading. And then separating soluble solids from liquids, evaporation and distillation, and separating liquids, immiscible liquid by separating funnel and miscible liquid by fractional distillation. Now what are these immiscible liquid and miscible liquid? Immiscible liquids are those which do not get mixed with each other. For example, oil and water, दोनों की क्या होती है, सेपरेट लेयर होती है, जो मिक्स नहीं हो सकते, दे आर नोन एज इमिसिबल लिक्विड. एंड द लिक्विड्स विच कैन मिक्स टुगेदर, दे आर नोन एज मिसिबल लिक्विड्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ग्लिसरीन इन वाटर, सो दैट इज अ miscible liquid. In this part or in this video, we'll be studying about only first method of separation, which is separating solids from other solids. So starting with the first method, which is threshing. Threshing is basically taking something and beating up properly. In this case, in threshing, what do? You collect a lot of stalks together. Stalk means, can you see in the figure, the top right figure, the stalk is there, means that stick like something is there, that is a stalk. So we collect a lot of stalks together and we have a hard object, example stone or anything, and thresh it or beat it up. So threshing is what? Beating the stalks on hard object is called threshing. You can see in the first figure, some women are there and they have made a bundle of stalks and they are beating it up. So what happens? The stalk separate from the grain. In the right side figure, you can see that the stalk is different and grains are different. Grains have been separated. So as farmer has a lot of stalk, they make a bundle of it and thresh it hard. So this is what threshing is. Next comes winnowing. If you have ever went to a village, you might have seen that women stand on a platform, take a basket and shake it, keeping their hands at the top. So you can see in the figure also here, the lighter particles will fall away. The lighter particles which are there, they blow away with the air, and the heavier particle will fall nearer to the person. See in the figure, this lady is there with the basket kind of thing, and her hand is at the top and she is shaking that basket. So what is happening? The lighter particles will move away, will fall away from the woman, and the heavier particle will fall down nearer to her. So what is happening? हेवियर पार्टिकल्स जो होते हैं वो लाइटर पार्टिकल से सेपरेट हो जाते हैं. एंड जनरली फार्मर्स यूज इट टू सेपरेट ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द हस्क. व्हाट इज हस्क? हस्क इज द outer covering of the grain, and it is lighter in weight. So when they do winnowing, the lighter particles fall away from from the farmers, and heavier particles fall nearer to them. I hope you all must have understood this much. So here till here we have done two methods, threshing and winnowing. Coming on to the next method, hand picking. Now what is hand picking? In hand picking, we pick up things with a hand and throw it off. For example, if we don't like peas in vegetable pulao, what do? We pick them from our hands and put it aside. At homes, if a mother cooks dal, so before cooking, she look for the stones, and if there is any, she pick it up and throw it away. So picking up with the hand and keeping it aside or throwing it away, that is known as hand picking. So as the name suggests, hand picking means picking up with the hand. And in this, the quantity should not be large because we are picking them up with the hand. Take an example, if suppose we have 50 kgs of rice or 50 kgs of dal. So can we do it at once, taking out the impurities with the hands, picking up the stones one by one with the hand? It is difficult. It will take too much time. So for hand picking method, the quantity should not be large. Next is sieving. Now let us see what is sieving. आपने देखा होगा कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट्स पे लेबरर्स होते हैं और एक बड़ी सी जाली होती है जिसपे वो सैंड डालते हैं. तो क्या होता है, जो सैंड होता है वो तो आगे निकल जाती है और जो स्टोन्स या दूसरी जो इम्प्योरिटीज होती है वो सब वहीं रह जाती हैं. द स्टोन फॉल डाउन देयर ओनली. और वी कैन से एट होम्स ऑल्सो आर मदर सेपरेट सम इम्प्योरिटीज फ्रॉम फ्लावर और आटा. रोटी बनाने से पहले वो क्या करती हैं, आटा छानती हैं. ठीक है, तो that is known as sieving. So what is sieving? When particles of different sizes are separated, that is known as sieving, and it is done by using sieve. So what do we need for sieving? A sieve. ठीक है, जो एक छलनी या जाली होती है जिसको हम sieve बोलते हैं, और डिफरेंट साइज के जो पार्टिकल्स होते हैं वो उससे सेपरेट हो जाते हैं. दिस इज नोन एज sieving. So these were the 4 different methods for separating solids from solids. I hope you must have understood till here. The next part of the chapter we'll continue in next video. Thank you.